Hey guys, welcome to MX Disc Golf. I'm Raul Barcelo,
And I'm Jaden Rye.
and we're here to watch the round 2 back 9 coverage of the Hideaway Open in Terrell, Texas. This was on the 30th of January 2022, and we're going to be watching Zane Letts, Jon Nicholson, Gabriel Hernandez, and yourself.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What are the scores leading into this?
So right now we have Zane 2 under, Jon Nicholson 1 under, Gabe's at even, and you're at +3 just for this round though. So all right, we're gonna go straight into hole 10, par 3, 406 feet, mostly over the water, pretty much the whole way.
Zane ripping on his Halo Destroyer high, getting caught up in some trees, but he is safe. He will probably have himself a edge of circle 2 look.
Now we're gonna see Jon throwing his backhand overstable driver.
Just leaking a little left. Also catching those early trees. Ooh, got a little scary bounce back towards the water, but ended up sitting.
Yeah, pretty much for this distance is not a problem for most of the MPO guys here in the chase card.
Yep, headwind turning Gabe's disc over just a little bit, but he'll have a little sneaky look at it. I'm going with the Halo Destroyer here, trying to get my round going. Just a little high, but good stability of the disc. Working back left,
Nice.
skipping up there.
Good work.
I'll have an edge of circle look as well, maybe just outside. So here's Jon, looking for a birdie. Just right.
Just slightly off.
It's such
It
a cool
doesn't
picture.
maybe look that much on the camera, but it was pretty windy.
Yep.
Ooh.
Such a cool shot. Zane putting uphill with the sun behind.
Yeah.
Here for my 2, just low. Once again, story of my round. All my putts leaving a little low. Here's Gabe. Great 2 for Gabe. Getting a stroke on everyone on the card.
Great work.
Showing my teammate some love there. He's loving it.
Yeah, look at that big smile. That was huge.
It
All
was.
right. Everybody else should be cleaning up their pars here. Yeah, this is probably one of the signature holes as you're driving in. This is what you're seeing pretty much. So you can see all the cars there in the parking lot.
Yeah. Shout out to the Hideaway guys. They're taking very good care of this course, making sure that we're all ready for this tournament. And we all had a blast out here.
So moving on to hole 11, par 4, 781 feet. It's pretty much a wide open shot, a little bit downhill. So for most of these guys, this should be easy birdie.
Oh no. And we had a tailwind on this hole, and so it just basically asks you to give it a good rip, try and get it far down there, and Jon just overturns his disc into the water, out of bounds.
Yeah, that is the one mistake on this hole, to go out of bounds into the water there on the right or into that fence on the left side.
Yep. That's an absolute crush by Zane with his Halo Wraith. As you were saying about that OB fence left, Gabe left his little nose up and it started tracking to that fence, but ended up sitting. I'm going to my Cloudbreaker 2 here, just getting it high in that headwind and letting the disc do the work and just getting far down that fairway.
Yeah, this is a perfect shot for this hole. So now we're going to see what Jon is working with after going OB into the water. He's going to take it as far back as he can get a good footing, try to go over those trees.
Yeah, that is not the traditional fairway of this hole. He is going out and around everything. Like Raul said, just left it a little low, so he'll be scrambling to try and get up and down for his par, hopefully from there. Great shot by Gabe. Absolutely parked it from 400-ish feet out, maybe further than that.
Yeah.
Taking my zone here. Just nice and easy. skipping it up there, getting on a roll to 15 feet, but
Making
that'll
it
do
look
him.
easy.
So here's Zane after his smash of a drive, just going spike hyzer. Justice, I believe. Ooh. Jumps up, hits the bottom of the basket, and absolutely pins it. So we were all 15 feet for our 3, and here's Jon, I believe, throwing throwing a 4-in roller through all the thick grass. Gets up there, he's probably right outside circle. Jon's making his way down the hill. So we're all tapping out, cleaning up our birdies. I'm pretty sure this hole comes in as the easiest hole on the course. Like we mentioned in the first round, we do not have stats because of the bad connection out here. We were not able to do live scoring. Oh no, Jon just low on his putt, and that is a 6. Yeah, unfortunate.
Well, we're going to move on to hole 12, par 3, 373 feet. Basket is perched up on that little hill with the water right behind it, and not even 20 feet behind it. So the putts here are going to be very crucial.
That was a great shot by Zane. The right to left wind on this hole made this hole very tricky with the right hand backhand. Anything turned over, the wind will just keep throwing my Halo Thunderbird. Similar line to Zane, just kind of squeaking through, catching a little bit of the right side trees, and I ended up not making it out. Here's Jon trying to bounce back from his unfortunate double bogey on the last hole. Just like I said, that right to left wind, as soon as that thing flipped over, just never gave it a chance to come back. He'll be trying to scramble from down in there. Gabe left his forehand short, but has a relatively open approach to this green. Oh, catching the one tiny little branch sticking out. As you can see, Jon is probably circle 2, maybe just halfway inside circle 2, and has absolutely no look to the basket. So that is a great up, great out. I've got a little bit of a gap. Can't really tell from the camera angle, but I'm trying to take a little bit of a stab, but just never got the height on it. I'll be tapping out. For my 3. So here's Gabe. Scary putt with OB water right behind the basket for his par. Just off left, but the rocks saved him there. He'll be putting for his 4.
Same for his birdie. He barely is off left from the center, so he's gonna splash out and he's gonna have to settle for the par.
Yeah, like we mentioned in the front 9, pars are good out here, but when you have a birdie look from 20, 25,
you want to make sure you get those.
Yeah, you want to capitalize on those for sure. So Zane not too happy with the 3 there based off of his good drive, but he's not too upset with it. maybe he's a little upset.
All right, hole 13, 396 feet downhill. What was the wind doing here?
This one just basically flipped from the last hole, left to right wind, so favorable for the righty backhands. I'm throwing Halo Thunderbird again, letting it kind of fight the wind, keeping it low, hoping that I get some sort of skip. I thought this was absolutely perfect off the tee, but just a little long and ended up rolling down the hill. If you haven't already realized, there is a major drop off to the left of the basket here. That makes this hole very tough. And
yeah, there's not a lot of space right there. Right behind the basket, it's like you gotta be on point.
Jon just going a little long there. Gabe, this one's looking good, high and wide. Wanting to skip right of the basket and filter in. Oh, massive skip, and he will be rolling down the hill as well. So there's 3 of us back there in the same spot. So here's Jon from circle 2. Great bid, and it sits. It's a good sit off the front of the cage. Zane over the top, slightly sliding down the hill. Here's me for my birdie. Lead card just behind us, watching us, low off the cage. And that's the danger on this hole. And so I will be putting 10 feet further back than I was originally. Just off the left, tickling the left side chains, and I'll have to settle for a 4 here. There's Gabe.
Where's birdie?
Oh, off the front cage as well. It's hard to get that height right. Zane off left, and he'll be putting for 4 here. Not very happy with that. As you can see, Gabe tapping out his par. And then I'm here putting for my 4 after the nasty roll away off the front cage. Jon tapping out his 3.
Hole 13 showing some teeth there. 2 bogeys and 2 pars. All right.
Absolutely.
Hole 14, 368 feet, par 3. I think the preferred route is over the trees for most of the MPO guys because under the trees tunnel shot is pretty insane.
It's the straight shot underneath is a very touchy shot. Gabe is electing to go with the low forehand, which you do not see from very many people. He absolutely pures it, but as you can tell, he is not anywhere close to the basket. And you know, name of the game for this course is a lot of death putts and drop offs behind the basket. So he'll have to make a decision on that one because it drops off a lot right behind the basket. Zane going big over the top like Jon, just a little long. I'm going with my Champ Destroyer here, trying to get a little bit of a flip up, but I just never even had the height. And that disc never came down. But good thing is there's no 2-meter rule. Going to my zone here, just trying to get up and down, and just yanked it out of my hand. Little grip lock. Shout out to my sponsor. Not in a good way, but like to see me throwing some good shots. But there's me pitching up under the basket, and so I'll have to settle with the 4 here. Here's Gabe, trying to give it a little bit of a bid, maybe a safe bid, but just came up short. Jon from the thick of the woods, just off the right side of the cage. Zane from a similar spot, probably just a little bit closer. Clips the last one.
So long, dude.
This course will punish you if you get off the fairway. There are a bunch of small little ghost branches and limbs that you don't really see as you're throwing, and so you really want to stay on the fairway here to give yourself the best look for birdie or par even.
Yeah.
Tapping out with what, 1 bogey and 3 pars?
That's correct. All right, we're hole 15, another one of the tricky holes here. It's a par 4, 575 feet. There's this landing area. Yeah, the way that this hole is shaped, it's just very, very difficult.
It's almost like an S. And so for most players, the ideal shot is to go backhand spike hyzer into that landing area. As you can see, all 3 players have done it so far. Zane pushing this one a little straight, but misses everything. Oh, that is a terrible skip. We had no idea how it got back there because we thought it was long. And once again, shout out to my sponsor Grip Lock because that was a massive grip lock.
You're gonna have a tricky position from here.
I didn't even make it around the corner, so I'm going forehand roller with the machete. And it was great out of my hand, and I hit one last little stump around that corner and kicked me into these woods left. And so I'm just pitching out. And so I'm throwing 4, and we haven't even gotten up to the other guy's shots. Just inside on the backhand turned over into the green. And yeah, coming down the stretch is not looking too good. Not looking too good for me. Finally get up to the other guy's shots. Jon going forehand roller. Did he go around the deer feeder or did he go through it? I couldn't tell. But
I couldn't tell either.
Either way, left the roller just to the right. Gabe with the little step out forehand to get around the tree. Looking good. Oh,
bad kick.
Yeah, connects on one of the guardian trees in the middle. Like I said on the last hole, staying on the fairway is crucial here. Couldn't tell. Okay, it looks like Zane hit one of the last few trees, getting out of there. Little forehand approach. Great up by Zane. He'll have that for his 4. Here's Gabe after the unlucky tree kick.
Throwing 3,
Yeah.
trying to get up and down for his par here.
Slid a little long, but that is a great out from
Yeah, that
Gabe.
wasn't bad at all.
Going my zone here, just trying to pitch up and stop the bleeding. Here's Jon from his roller attempt on his second shot. Just not getting the turn he wanted on the disc, but he's still just edge of circle, probably 30 feet, maybe 25. Good putt by Jon. He'll be in for his 4,
Yep.
correct? Yep. This is me putting for my 6. Little sigh of relief there for me. Happy to get off that hole, but not happy with the score at all. Here's Gabe for his 4. Good putt. Right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, 4. All right. And then as well as Zane. So I'm losing 2 strokes to the card there, as everybody else taps in for their 4s.
All right, well, hole 16 is a 316 feet, par 3. Has a very tight turn, also a very tight gap that you have to hit there.
Yeah, the preferred shot is definitely the forehand with the overstable disc. I believe Gabe's throwing his Nuke OS here. Very wide rim, 13-speed driver, and just connecting on that last tree on the inside gap. That was looking real good. But, yeah, you're wanting to get that low kind of skip. I believe Zane's going with his Halo Destroyer here, just pushing it a little straight. Wow, getting through that tree. I'm following that up with my Halo Destroyer as well. Low, looking good. Just inside, and I got a straight skip upward and kicked me straight into the right. Off the fairway. Throwing a justice here for my approach. Getting it up there into circle 1. Gabe busting out the forehand Luna, trying to give it a little bit of a run. Slides past the basket, but he'll have a putt coming back for his 3. There is OB probably 30 feet behind this basket. It is kind of difficult just with the uphill and all the trees, but there's a barbed wire fence back there that if you throw too hard of a shot that some people will find.
Yeah.
And that is a great 2 from Jon. This is a very tricky hole, and so he'll be gaining a lot of strokes, on people there.
Yeah.
Zane just off the mark there for his par, so he'll have to settle with the putting for a 4. This is me catching right side, but in for my 3.
Just Gabe for 3 also.
Squeezing it into the left side, but he's happy with that. Zane for 4. Yep, in for his bogey. Not too happy with that after where he was off the drive, trying to give it a little bit of a bid for the 2, but connected on that last tree.
Hole 17 is a par 4, 485 feet that just snakes through these like little small hills. I don't know how else to describe them.
Yes,
little bumps.
It is a very tight fairway, and as you can see after these drives, yeah, there are little hills that go up and down throughout the whole fairway that make the upshot pretty tough. It's only what you said. It's a 485-foot par 4. But the hills definitely make this hole lots harder. So we got 3 smooth drives. This one, throwing that Exodus again, just got it a little high and got a pretty nasty kick to the left. Here's Zane.
You go skip straight.
A little low, but he's getting great ground play up there. Good tree kick back to the middle. Here's me, very pinched off, on my most understable distance driver, flip up, and I was very, very happy with that.
Wow.
I slid past the basket maybe 20-25, but I had a pretty tough lie there, and so I was a-okay with that. Gabe coming up a little short with his forehand there. Here's Jon.
Catch something.
Hyzer not a little early. also left it a little short. He'll have a circle 2 bid. You can see Zane after that nice tree cake back to the middle of the fairway on the drive. That was a great approach. Probably 20 feet maybe.
Yeah.
So here's Gabe. Circle 2 for his birdie 3. Just a bit right. Jonathan probably just outside. Circle 1 just short. And here's for my 3 after the crazy scramble shot. Got a little straddle around the bush. Yeah, you can tell right there with my body language. I wanted that one, but just low. Oh no,
Zane.
Zane just off left again. He's been letting a few of these putts squeak by, but he's still playing solid. Gabe in for his 4. John in for his 4 as well. I believe it'll be par 4s all around for the card.
All-star.
All-star par. Not the way we want it, but you can tell Zane wants that one
getting
back.
frustrated there. Okay, so final hole 18, 730 feet, par 4. And like we said on round 1, this hole is a monster.
Mm-hmm.
And what monster of a shot we just saw from Jon Nicholson. Incredible.
Holy, you see some people land there, but not taking that route. You see people land there when they go big ante over the top. I had no idea how John got there off the tee, going up the middle, but that was incredible. Great shot from Gabe as well. I'm taking my Buzz SS here. I'm just grip locking everything right now. I got a terrible tree kick, far right, not in a good position. And like I said, people like going for that big ante. And after Zane missed a few holes earlier, he's going, I believe, Halo Wraith up and over. And that is a smash. He's out there by John. Like I said, you see people out there with the big ante, but here's me in the thick of it all, trying to scramble something, and branch caught my arm as I was going to throw that, and I never made it out. And
and yeah, you were so far in there that it was actually kind of hard to record you, but you did end up making it all the way out to the edge of the tree line after that forehand roller in the woods.
Yep. Here's Gabe from the right side of the fairway going forehand. Very tricky approach, and I believe I'm throwing 4, and we haven't even gotten up to John and Zane's drive.
Yeah.
A little low on that approach with the forehand, but I was not able to get too much power. Oh, I don't know. I want to say that was Zane.
That was Zane. It was hard to. He threw so quickly that we couldn't capture him on time throwing.
You were just getting the pretty sunset in the background as as it's setting and we're finishing up. Wow.
Taking it all in.
Beautiful piece of property out here in Terrell. Here's John throwing his second shot. Great approach. Probably just inside circle. Here's me for my 5. And just off. Here's Gabe. I believe this is... That's a great putt. Was that first 4 or 5? I want to say that's first
5.
5? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I want to say that was first 5. Because he had his second shot was low. But a great putt from Zane. He's in there first 3. Another unfortunate 6 for me after getting off the fairway, but it was a struggle. John's in there first 3 as well. They were able to finish up strong.
All right, guys, and that's it. If you guys want to check out what happened in the lead card, make sure you check out that coverage over at Odyssey Disc Golf. And thank you, Jaden, for joining me on this commentary round.
Absolutely. Glad to be here, and thank you for having me.
Awesome, man. Well, I'll see you soon. Next time, hopefully in a big tournament, lead card.
Yeah,
somewhere cool.
that's what I'm hoping. Maybe I can play a little better, get a few shots in there. But shout out to the Hideaway Disc Golf course and everybody who came out and got this course ready for this event. Great piece of property. They did a very good job of getting it ready for everyone, and it's one of my favorite courses in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm from Dallas, and very, very tough course, as you could tell from the past 2 rounds, but great piece of property and loving what they're doing with this place.
See you guys next time.